Welcome. Today is 21st September 2024, and the important takeaways from today's newspaper are: in the page number one, the first article, Bombay High Court strikes down center's amended IT rules. So basically, in 2023, the government of India have passed the Information Technology Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code Amendment Rules 2023. So they are saying that it is violating the right to equality and freedom of speech, which is guaranteed by the constitution. So but because the IT rules whichever amended, they are for the salient features of this IT act is to avoid the fake news. So there are some problems with that. One is, what are the key provisions for in that particular amendment rules are: one is grievance redressal. So with this new amendment act, the platforms are mandated to appoint a grievance officer to address user complaints within a specified time frame. So now the specific time frame is given, and stringent protocols to ensure the unlawful content is removed. And also these platforms must provide users with clear guidelines on content moderation and removal. So that is the first point. And second point is fact check unit. So government have empowered, this amendment empowers a designated unit to identify fake, false, or misleading information related to government aspects. And also the platform must remove such flagged content whichever is there. So in Instagram also we can find that if we raise the concern, then they will remove that particular post if it is violent, or if it is breaking the rules particularly. And this digital media ethics code, it will focus on ensuring that digital media follows the ethical journalistic standards, which includes fairness, transparency, and non-discriminatory practices. So basically this rules was amended because of for providing stronger accountability for the content, for the bearing of the responsibility for content. And also the aim is to promote the safety and accountability, but critics argue that it might affect the expression by increasing government, because of that rules, everybody, who is the content maker, if you are making a content which is about cooking something, cooking some dish also, you need to register. So those things are there. So it may violate the right to expression, article 14 and article 21 they are saying. So let's see how it happens, how it goes on. Second article, Tirupati Laddu row snowballs as center orders investigation. So FSSAI, Food Safety Authority of India. So it claims that it is the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, and basically it is a regulatory body which is established under Food Security and Standards Act 2006. So in that there are some, what are the key functions, we'll look on the FSSAI. So FSSAI will set safety standards to regulate manufacture, storage, further distribution, for the sale and import of food products to ensure they are safe for consumption. So if you are using a product, eatable product, if the FSSAI mark is there, then it is a standard, otherwise you should not take that particular food. And second one, what FSSAI do is it will give licenses and registration for the food businesses, food supply chains, from small vendors to the large manufacturers. So and also food testing. So this FSAI have laboratories where that will test that food products which meet standards. If it doesn't meet standards, then it will take legal actions, and also it will make awareness and education related to those things. So in FSSAI thing, we need to know what initiatives have been taken. One is Eat Right India movement, so which I have posted a photo in that. It is there a campaign. Eat Right movement is a campaign where it encourages the consumers to make healthier food choices, and also food businesses to adapt safer and hygienic practices. That is there. And it also helps in fortification of food, encouraging food fortification for to tackle this malnutrition problem. And also clean street food hubs, so it will also certify street food vendors, and which promotes hygiene and public food markets. So there are certain challenges like food adulteration. Despite regulations, this counterfeiting continue to be a concern in part of the country, in our country. So that is there. And just scroll, we'll switch to the next chapter. And it is, Tirupati Laddu, that conflict and that is going on. The main thing is the faith of the devotees will hurt if these things are happening. And many politics are surrounded by it. So let's look what happens. In page number 2, a court dismisses Maliwal's plea challenging framing of corruption charges. So that is something corruption is going on. The main aim of, I mean, we have to look in UPSC perspective, right? So what are the statistics for the corruption charges? We have to look. So corruption, when you take corruption index in India, I mean, there is a source. I mean, India Corruption Survey 2019. According to it, so the Rajasthan is the highest. I mean, it is 78% of people are exposed to that corruption. I mean, 78% in the index it's given. It followed by Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Telangana, Punjab, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and the least in the corruption index is Kerala, because you know that Kerala is very educated people are there. Maybe corruption is very less in that area. So that is there. Just scroll. uh, in page number 3, uh, don't wait for winter, install anti-smog guns on Delhi high rises. So recently the Delhi government, lieutenant governor, he have announced that we are gonna Delhi minister, he announced that we gonna implement Delhi winter action plan. So now we have to look on what is Delhi winter action plan and what are the components of it. Okay. uh, Basically there are 15 pointers they have given. One is pollution hotspot management, and where, I mean, in pollution hotspot management means whenever the traffic is more, the pollutant percentage is more, there they will use this anti-smog guns. So what is anti-smog gun means? It will, a big water sprinkler is used. I mean, whatever the dust is there, the dust will stick to the water and the water will come out. So you use the water jet for that is called as anti-smog guns and water sprinkling. Third one is dust control measures. I mean, at construction sites you will check on. Next to firecrackers, because Diwali and all those things are there. I mean, banning of crackers. Next, vehicle emission control. I mean, intensive controlling of I mean, certifications giving to vehicles, those things. Road dust management. Odd even scheme. I mean, odd vehicles should go on one day and only even vehicles should run on one day. That is there. And also monitoring industrial emissions, biomass burning, stubble burning, campaigns, real-time monitoring with apps, grievance redressal, green cover. So those things are there. I have posted a photo. Go through that. That is enough. Next, just scroll. Uh, is in page number 1, in page number 4, trucks stranded as Bengal seals Jharkhand border for 3 days. So in West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee CM, she ordered that to close all the checkposts that is surrounded by the West Bengal. So with this, Jharkhand is being affected. So how to look in UPSC perspective is, basically we have a chapter called interstate relations in Lakshmikant. You can go through that. And what are the constitutional provisions for this, I mean, transport of goods and services from one part of the state to other parties. Article 301 of the Indian Constitution, it guarantees the freedom of trade, commerce, and going here and there throughout the territory of India, and it ensures that states cannot unduly restrict the free movement of goods and people across their borders. So people can go here and there, goods can go here and there. That is Article 301. And also Article 304 allows states to impose reasonable restrictions on trade for public interest, such as public safety or the environment, subject to parliamentary approval. So basically, Article 304 here, the Mamata Banerjee, she is proceeding with Article 304. In that article, it's given that she is claiming that this is all because of the flooding in Bengal, owing to the release of dam water. So I don't want anybody to lose lives. So I was stopping all the vehicles in the territories so that other states will not come to West Bengal. But the thing is, basically, it is a problem for the truck and the truck drivers, because the truck carries perishable food items such as apples, onions, and other fruits and vegetables. So who will pay for that? And also these days food inflation is very high and the supply is stopped 3 days. So it is a problem. So just look on that interstate relation perspective about public transport and all, what are the problems and all. And also you can look on, there are initiatives there are some national policies like Bharat Mala project. It's a road infrastructure project where different I mean, railways and roadways, those are interlinked. There are also industrial corridors. In that way you can just look on interstate relations. Just to scroll. In the same page, downside, Kutch village grapple with grief, seek accessible healthcare after mysterious fever claims 19 lives. So in the, I mean, Ran of Kutch region, I mean, in the Gujarat region, 6 children, they were died, and also other 17 out of the total death. So there are many people that have died. And the reason is they got some fever and And also recently we have seen that in that Ran of Kutch area there is intense rain and there are floods in that area, and people are very immune to the very less immune to that, and that's why 19 people have, I mean, lives are gone. In this perspective, we have to see that accessible healthcare, and accessible healthcare is about the Sustainable Development Goal 3. So in this perspective, we have to know how to strengthen our healthcare system. Uh, so basically, how to strengthen healthcare system is to improve healthcare infrastructure. I mean, basically, the people, the first, I mean, front is primary health center will be there in rural. So if we strengthen the primary health center, it will create an awareness so that prevention is better than cure. I mean, it can, I mean, whenever the disease is starting only, when people will consider, will go to PHC, then they will get right treatment. And also we need to modernize the facilities, and also telemedicine, those things can also be used to provide remote consultations. And also human resources training and skill development for nurses, doctors should be there, and also for paramedical staff. uh, and there is a, I mean, shortage of doctors in India. So the percentage of doctor seats and availability of colleges, I mean, college seats should also be increased. uh, and also universal health coverage, I mean, schemes like Ayushman Bharat should be, I mean, strengthened their penetration. And to for controlling of diseases, you can control the prices of medicine also by producing more generic medicine, by more research and development. uh, and there are some digital health solutions also. I mean, expanding digital health information system, real time data analytics, so that we can treat particular, I mean, people who are vulnerable to those diseases in advance. uh, and also we need to increase the public spending on health with respect to the GDP. And also we can integrate, I mean, public private partnerships, I mean, collaborations with the private hospitals. That should also be done for strengthening of the healthcare system in India. So that is an article. Next, page number 5, they have given about Tirupati Laddu uh, and FSSAI, as we have already discussed. In the same page downside, ISRO will take all precautions before manned Gaganyaan mission. Somnath saying in this article. So I mean, ISRO chairman Somnath have said a beautiful, I mean, sentence, which can be applicable to our lives also. That is, we should be very very careful. We should be very pessimistic. We should be working in such a manner that it can go wrong. So in our UPSC preparation or in other aspects of life also, we should try our best, and we should work. I mean, we should be working in such a manner that it can go wrong, but we should give our best. And if worst happens also, we need to get, I mean, we need to endure that also. That is there. He also said that I don't want to end up what happened with the Boeing Starliner spacecraft. So we should be very very careful. We should be pessimistic, he is saying. And in this perspective, we have to see what is Gaganyaan mission. I have posted a photo that gives the overall view of that Gaganyaan mission. Just go through that. And also, yeah, Gaganyaan mission, basically it is India's first human space flight program by the ISRO. uh, it have a goal of sending Indian astronauts to space. Basically, they are giving training to the 4 people. In that, they want to send space to the three persons. Okay. There is one in Sansar TV. They have given one documentary. It's a very beautiful. I mean, very good arranged. It was arranged very well. Just you can go through that also regarding Gaganyaan mission. And also they are using GSLA Mark 3, LVM 3. So just know the structure and all. So it also, I mean, Gaganyaan, it also collaborated with the Russian and France agencies. uh, so uh, where it will land, it will go into the space, and then the astronaut spends 3 days there, and it will return back, uh, re-enter into Earth's atmosphere and land into the Indian Ocean, or maybe Bay of Bengal, where the crew, I mean, who astronauts are going, they will be recovered there. So why it is important is, one is technological advancement, uh, because India gonna be fourth country to enter into space. Those things are there, and it will boost to space programs also. That is there. And just to scroll, uh, Indus Water Treaty is there in page number 6. India and Pakistan need to drop hard life stances on the Indus Water Treaty that yesterday we have discussed. And on the same page downside, the US Federal Reserve rate reduction could spell relief for developing economies. So why it is relief for the developing economies is basically a US Fed rate, uh, whenever if it reduces, it can provide relief for developing economies, because lower the interest rates in the US, it leads to the decreasing borrowing cost globally. And because if the borrowing cost is decreases, then it will encourage the people to invest more, and if investments are happening more, then economic growth will also happen more. And additionally, a weaker dollar can make exports from developing countries more competitive, boosting trade. So weaker the dollar means more exports will be there from the developing countries, so it will strengthen the competitiveness, and which will boost the trade. So that dynamics are there, just go through that. uh, and also just scroll. In page number 1, there is a violence. So in Mandya district, green turn saffron. Okaliga caste dominated Mandya district in southern Karnataka is beginning to see impact of a consistent Hindutva push. So there is a conflict in the Ganapati Navaratri Utsav. Okay, the issue is not important, but the topic belongs to the communalism. So we have to know what is communalism, and what are its challenges. In that perspective, you can learn. And it is also about the regionalism also. So uh, just go through with that communalism impacts. uh, and also, so what are the impacts of communalism? Because of communalism, there will be social fragmentation. I mean, divisions among the people will increase, and also it will create violence and conflict like this. And there will be prejudice, discrimination practices against minority communities, that is there. And also, with respect to this, the political polarization, vote polarization, mob mobilization, those things are happening. And also economic consequences will be, because if there is a communal conflict, then the local economy will be affected, and nobody will invest in that particular area if it is a conflict zone. And it threats to the secularism if it is a religious aspect. And there are also psychological impacts on particular people. It also threatens the diversity of culture and traditions, because by promoting a singular communal identity, you will override other people's identity. So there will be a feeling of alienation, those things are also there. So this today's newspaper is of general in nature. And in page number 8, Supreme Court asked government to explain delay in the appointment of judges. So Chandrachud, who is a CJI, he's asking that what is the difficulty in making such appointments. So just know how the uh, Supreme Court judges are being appointed. What is NJAC? What is first, second case? What is a three-judge case? Second judge's case? Those things. It will be there in Lakshmikant. Go with the static things. Uh, in the same page, security advisor says many weapons may have come from outside Manipur. This Manipur topic, as we know that this topic belongs to internal security. So basically, in this article, they have given that around 2,600 weapons had been recovered in the state so far, and the people there, they have looted around 6,000 police weapons, and also in that 2,600 weapons have been recovered. And also the new thing that is we don't have much technology in Manipur. So he's saying that the minister is saying that Mr. Singh, I don't know who is Mr. Singh. Yeah, Kuldeep Singh. Yeah, the Manipur security advisor. He is saying that uh, because people, uh, the people who are doing this violence, they have adopted this drone bomb also recently. So those things are there. I mean, there is a doubt of the Manipur security advisors that the weapons are coming from outside, maybe China through the porous borders. So those things are there. Just look on that. uh, I think that's all for today. Yeah, in page number 110, blockchain smart materials among innovative projects mooted in PM solar scheme. Basically, as part of the 75,000 crore PM Suryagar Muft Bijli Yojana, the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy Resources, it have announced around 500 crore innovative projects. Okay, and also the scheme, the main aim is to decrease the current bills of the people, and also it will increase the share of rooftop capacity, and residential households to generate their own electricity. Okay, so and it will enhance, first one is it will enhance the adoption of solar energy for domestic use. So renewable energy resources will be increased. It will decrease the reduce it will reduce the electricity bill for households, and also it promotes the energy independence and sustainability, because nowadays the gadgets, the electronic consumption is more, our lifestyle have changed, so we need to depend on the renewable resources now. So these schemes are there, and this topic is particularly belongs to renewable energy. I mean, energy is a particular topic in GS3 for the mains. So just know what are the schemes related to solar technology and renewable energy sources. And in the last 2 days ago also we have discussed about the renewable energy. And so PM Solar Scheme, just look on it, and also International Solar Alliance on that. India have led that alliance, so you can just research on that. What is International Solar Alliance and why it is important and how it is contributing to the sustainable development. That is also there. Uh, and also in page number 11, they have given about the coffee exporters high 60% from value added beans, and also beside that article they have given about rubber board. These two topics belongs to the distribution of key natural resources. And when you take the coffee production is very high, I mean highest in Karnataka, followed by Kerala, then Tamil Nadu, then Andhra Pradesh. And for the coffee production, a rainfall of 150 to 250 is required. And also the climatic condition for growing of coffee, it should be hot and it should be humid. So in this Western Ghats is more humid and dry. I mean, dry weather is also necessary for the ripening of berries. So the South Indian Western Ghats is more suitable for the production of coffee. And what is the position of India in coffee is, India is sixth highest producer in the world. And whatever we produce, in that 65 to 70% of India's coffee is being exported. And the largest uh, country which produces the coffee is Brazil. Okay. And there are different varieties of coffee like Robusta, Excelsa, Arabica, Liberica, etc. Just know the coffee bean belt of the world, and from that image which I posted. Next one is rubber. Beside article they have given about rubber. So rubber is a natural polymer of isoprene, and also uh, in our country, uh, Kerala is the highest. Over 75% of the India rubber comes from the Kerala, followed by Tamil Nadu, then Karnataka. And there is a Rubber Board of India. It is established in 1955, as Kerala is the highest producer of the rubber. So Kerala is the headquarters will be there in Kerala, and it comes under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. And also India is the fifth largest producer and second largest consumer of natural rubber. And India currently meets 40% of its requirement through imports. So what is the condition for the growing of rubber is, it should have a humidity of 80%, and in the lifetime it should have 2000 hours of sunshine and absence of strong winds. As you know that in Kerala, so strong absence of strong winds are there. Humidity is more because of the presence of the water bodies, and also sunshine will be also there. And the uses are, the temperature and pressure when you take, 100 rainy days should be there, and temperature range should be 20 to 34 degrees. And soil type should be alluvial, maybe sedimentary, laterite, anything works. And it should be well drained, and well weathered soil should be there. And age is around 32 years it takes. So there is a rubber research institute also under the rubber board, that is there. And let's get back to the newspaper. So I think that's all for today. Thank you. Good night. Have a great day.